Hello YouTube. In this video I'm going to be reviewing the Moyu Aosu. So over here I've got two Aosus, one black and one white, and here I've got a Aosu so I can compare it with. To start off, I'd like to thank two cube shops, so HK Now Store and CubesEZ.com, for sending me this cube. It was very much appreciated. Without you I wouldn't be able to make this video. About the Aosus I have here, this one I've had for a couple of weeks, and I've broken it in a lot, lubed it, tensioned it, everything. This one is practically out of the box. It hasn't been tensioned, hasn't been lubed, it has like 3 solves on it. And I'd like to say I was especially impressed with this one, as it was very good out of the box. Now just towards the Aosus. Compared to the Aosu, they're very smooth. So much smoother than the Aosu. You can hear this. It's quite silent, it's very smooth, compared to the Aosu, which has a certain clickiness to it. The speed is faster than the Aosu, so as you can see it's very fast. It's faster than the Aosu. So just a little bit, but it's still considerably faster, and that helps a lot during solves. Now for corner cutting and lockups, I say that this cube is very good for corner cutting lockups. It's about the same as the Aosu in that respect, except maybe a little better. So it's got a bit of a springy feel to it. The corner cutting, it goes up to about this much. However, even at this much, it's pretty much the max it'll go. It's still very easy to cut. There's basically like a certain point where it doesn't want to go anymore, and right before that it's still very nice compared to like the Aosu. So about the same amount. And reverse cutting, it does it as well, so it's very nice. Like that. Or yeah. The Aosu, I think, does it as well. Maybe not. So the reverse cutting is probably a little better than the Aosu, actually. Now the main thing that's good about this cube compared to the Aosu is that it doesn't pop. So I don't know if you've had the Aosu already, but if you have, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you're just going in solves and there's like a little internal piece that just flies out, and that can get really annoying. Normally the big inner pieces don't come out and the edges or whatever don't come out, but it's just the little inner pieces that come out, and sometimes they get stuck in here, and it's just really annoying. However, they have definitely fixed this issue with the Aosu, and it almost never pops. So as I said, I've had this one about 2 weeks, and I've only gotten 1 pop on it. And it was not like the one on the Aosu, it was actually a pretty big pop. But yeah, that's the major thing that has been improved upon in this cube. So it's very good, very fast. Now I just want to speak about out of the box. So as I said, this one is out of the box. It's very, very good. I would say that this one is at least as good as this one. And this one is almost out of the box. I haven't lubed it, haven't tensioned it. This one, out of the box, it seemed a lot it wasn't actually tighter, but the corner cutting was a lot less good, and I had to completely disassemble it and reassemble it while lubing to make it as good as it is now. So if ever you get one and it feels like it doesn't want a corner cut, don't worry, just, as I said, do a complete lubing and tensioning and it should turn out just fine. However, if you do get one that's amazing out of the box, good for you. I don't know if it's because I got this one from HK Now Store and this one from CubesEZ.com, or if this one's white or this one's black, but that's just the way they came. So now for the parts. I've got the Aosu on the left and the Aosu on the right. The Aosu is in white, so it'll be easy to differentiate. So I'll go show the edge first. So you've probably seen what they look like already, but this is what the edge looks like. And compared to the Aosu, so you can see the end on the Aosu, it's much more pointy. And the Aosu has a bit of a thing sticking out. Like that. Now for the centers. This is what the Aosu center looks like. It's got like a hole in here. The Aosu does not. It's kind of hard to see, but sorry about that. Yeah, you can see here it's very much different than this one. And this one also has a thing sticking out here, and this one does not. Now for the corners, you can see on the Aosu the stalk seems to be a bit longer, and it has the big bulkhead at the end and a little notch here. Also, it's separated into 3 so that it can be made into a stickerless cube. However, I have seen that the stickerless Aosus, they don't have the regular colors. I don't remember exactly what colors there are on it, but I think there's like purple and pastel shades on it. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure exactly why they did that. So yeah, that's the corners. Now for the inner pieces. So a big inner, this is the Aosu and this is the Aosu. So, sorry it's hard to see. At least you can see the Aosu, which is what's important. So the Aosu has a much bigger thing on the end. Yeah. Now for the small inner piece. So you can see the Aosu has a much bigger end piece, which probably helps it stay in much better. Yeah. Now for the core, I'm not going to show you the Aosu, but I've got the Aosu here, and we've got like a spinny thing on top. So this is what the pieces rest upon. The actual thing here does not spin at all. So it's kind of useful for lubing. You don't have to lube the inside. However, I do find that if you don't lube it, the actual screws and springs, as I did not do, you can sometimes hear little spring noises, even though the centers don't actually move. So if you really dislike that, then I would recommend actually lubing the screw spring. That way you don't get that noise. However, it should not make it turn any less well, because it's just this thing that turns. Now I'll just give you a little view of this and how the pieces, some of the pieces fit together. So we've got the edge here, goes with the center, like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish off with the weight of the cube and the stickers. So the Aosu, this is 147 grams, 146, 147, whatever. And now the Aosu is 152. So surprisingly enough, the Aosu actually weighs less, even though they've had the certain filling of the pieces, like the corner end being bigger and the inner pieces being bigger as well. I'm not sure exactly how come it can be lighter. Maybe it's because of the center pieces, because they hollowed that out. I'm not quite sure though. So now for the stickers, it's just standard Moyu stickers. Same thing as the Aosu, same thing as the Wei Long. So white, well, I'll do a checkered thing. With the, okay, I don't remember how to do this. Okay, whatever. So yeah, as you can see, the blue and green are quite nice. White and yellow, and orange and red. I personally like these. However, I've heard some people disliking the orange. The sticker quality is actually it's pretty good. So as you can see, the stickers are still perfect, even though I've done a lot of 4x4 in the last few weeks on this cube. Now, just for final thoughts, this cube is very good cube, best 4x4 on the market, as I said. Probably, yeah, in front of the Aosu for sure. I've personally improved a bunch using this cube, and I highly recommend it. However, the price is quite costly. So if you look on HK Now store, it's $28, I think. However, on CubeZZ.com, they have a sale right now. It's 18 or something. So the 18 on CubeZZ is a really good deal. So there's two shops I recommend. There's the CubeZZ.com, which is really cheap, so the $18, and then there's the HK Now store, which is $28. However, I don't know if it's just the specific cube I got. However, I think, well, the cube I got from HK Now store was a lot better out of the box. So maybe if you want to have a better cube out of the box and you're willing to pay a little more, you could get it from HK Now store. But if you have a little less money, you can go on CubeZZ.com. That's pretty much it for the review. The white 4x4 I have right now that I showed the pieces of and stuff, it's white, so I'm probably not going to use it as my main, and that means that I'll probably be selling it at my next competition. So YouTube message me or message me somehow if you're interested in it. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.